All right. Let's get stuck in. I'm curious about a few things today. If I did this, then I put some cables into that from here, and then I just ran that. Oh my god, I forgot to zero my mixer. Oh god, oh Jesus. It's really no big deal, sorry. Being overly dramatic. Sometimes. Okay. And then we go like with, yeah. I had a great day, but I've talked to a few people that have like been run through the ringer today, and I'm like, something in the air. Weird. Yeah, see. That's what I thought. And the little tiny little dot on the screen is tracking general like pitch and voltage and stuff. It's pretty wild. Now, if I want to crank that up. Is that doing thing? Sounds to me like it's going less. Oh, see, now we're talking. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I was just curious about that. It's not a big deal. I was just seeing, like, this is the low rents mode of Ornament and Crime. And it's kind of like it's a little bit like a Sloth's. It's got two different Strange Attractor duwackies here doing their thing. And each one has two outputs, an X and a Y. So, yeah, very, very similar in terms of its functionality. So if I'm like, hey, I have a triple Sloth's and I have a double Sloth's, that's kind of cool. That's kind of dope. Anyways. What to do? You know what? I like marbles. I like marbles with a chaotic clock. And so I think it's a wondrous idea to actually do something about that. I mean, and the cool thing is, God, you know, this is how much I'm in love with the Shackmat Bard Quartet. I was considering getting a second one. Because the fact that it does the arpeggios is like the greatest thing. It's just so nice. And then you're like, oh, I have 4 channels of arpeggiating weirdness. Oh, now there's only 1 channel left. You know? I sure could go for another one. Oh, that would be hilarious, I have to say. I would have to sacrifice volts and then probably put Ornament and Crime in my other case, and then I would have plenty of room for it. It's not a big deal. And sacrificing volts is also not a big deal. I hardly ever use it. But like the other day when I was doing the thing with 3 channels of arpeggiators all going into the chainsaw, like, okay, well that's technically only one voice, but it's using up 3 channels of quantization and stuff. You know, yeah, that's when you like run out of shit and you're like, now what? This has a couple of things in it. That guy does not. I think we're going to end up probably using the R bar because, well, because it's nice. Okay. Generative stuff. Couple things that I want to try to do today. One being some percussion kind of stuff, you know. This marbles is standard marbles here. The one in my small case, my home system is an Afterlater Cara, I believe it's called, which is I think half that size. So you could just get 2 marbles in the same space, and they're affordably priced too. To be completely honest, I mean they should be because like R&D is non-existent, right? Because well, shit's all open source. Thank you, Emily Gillette or Gillet. I'm not sure. I think it's Gillette. Yeah, and that's kind of an amazing thing. So, the other thing was kind of thinking about like, I've been researching the shit out of the Mux Slicer, and although I haven't had a time to sit down and really diagnose this thing and put the scope on it and stuff, I probably should have done that today too, but I just didn't have a second. It's looking to me like it needs a firmware update. And god damn it, that's not an easy thing. I have to get a programmer for Arduino, like a USB Arduino programmer, and then like run an Arduino updater thing on my computer and then download the files from GitHub and do like holy shit, dudes, really? I'm really tempted to send it back. I don't even know if I kept the box. I think I was an idiot. Every time I'm like, I should keep the box. And then I'm like, fuck that, I have too many boxes. Then something happens. Murphy's Law, I guess. Anyways, let's make some noises. Enough talk. What's the key we're looking for here? You know, it's a really happy key. Let's do F Lydian. Yeah, let's do F Lydian. That's fun. Boom, ba da da. F Lydian. Also in the Simpsons theme, it's in Lydian. It's in Lydian. Chromatic modulation. Okay. Now, how do we want to generate said F Lydian? Now, here's the cool thing, right? We can be like, all 4 channels at once, and then we can be like, here's our F Lydian. Oh, F Lydian is just a fucking C major scale. So that's easy enough. It's the 4th mode, so therefore, it's 4th mode C. But do we want every note? Okay. First thing I think is a good idea is to I'm going to set up a bass drone first. I'm going to do that before anything else. And it seems to me that the vector is usually the best for that. Oh no, I have to tune shit. Damn it. You know what? I'm going to tune stuff without annoying the crap out of everybody. I should have done this before. I completely forgot. It was on my mental to-do list. Just didn't happen. So, C2. That's okay, actually. Kind of cool just to keep that one on the side, especially if we're doing a bass drone. Okay, yeah, that guy is real sharp. So I was doing some funky FM stuff with this, and I had the tunings all over the place, and I'm like, you're gonna forget. Sure enough. Flat. Okay, good. This guy ought to be, yep, nailed. Because that oscillator is great. Little on the sharp side there, buddy. I don't even know if I'm going to use these dopers. They're a little twitchy. They're not, they don't track super duper well, across octaves and stuff. They're greatest. They're alright. They're fine. You keep them in a limited range and they're peachy. I'm tapping, just like barely just tapping on the side of the knob, trying to get it to move like a fraction of an inch. Okay, is this guy? Yeah, you're a little sharp though, right? Yeah. It's a lot. Like that. Is there no like ultra fine tune? Yeah, there we go. We got it. All right, cool. I don't even know if we're going to need a clock today, but I might as well throw it up there because that's kind of my standard thing. Okay. Okay. Cool. Bass drone. Bass drone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think I'm in F, right? So I want to set up, obviously F. That's a big one. Now, as far as bass notes go, E, not a good bass note for this. Right? Clear all of these motherfuckers. We're all on F. D would be a good bass note for this thing. C would be okay. We can do high C as well. We can do high F as well. And then maybe high D. So not every single note is going to be acceptable if we're going to do this, right? If we played, F Lydian is F G A B C D E, right? So it's all white keys. So if we played like a B, it's going to sound disgusting because if there's a chord built over that, it's going to be B, D, and F, which is a diminished chord, and it's going to be like nasty. So we kind of want to avoid that. Typically, chord tones 1, 3, 5, and 7. Maybe a 4, maybe a 2. In this case, we want the 4 because the 4 is sharped. So it's kind of special. So I'm going to go, on the quantizer, I'm going to go F, A, B, C, and then E. So, bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Like a really interestingly odd scale. But it tends to have this really sunny, happy feel to it. So, here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to go, what should we do here? Well, we're going to go chance. Chance operations are, we're going to skip the step completely, but we're not going to skip like rest. We're going to just go to the next step. And then the chance probability of that, we're going to leave that at like 50%. And then the Fs, though, we're not going to have any chance of probability on that. Gate, we need to turn up. And then like length, since this is only 6 notes, so we're going to do 6 notes. I'm going to set this thing to like 32 whole notes. No. 2 whole notes? Ooh, let's find out. Let's see if it works, right? Let's do that. And we'll use the CSL, I think. But what for a filter? But what do we do for a filter? Or should we use the chainsaw? I like chainsaw. I like that idea. So pitch 1, and we're just going to go chonk right here. And that guy's stereo, so we can use a nice, happy, fatty stereo filter with it. Our options are the Morpheus, the supercritical neutron, the Icarie filter, the Popple. The Popple is not what I immediately think of when I go super fat and juicy. Honestly, probably the neutron. Icarie is too angry. It can do super fat, and the Morpheus can do super fat, but it's... I don't know. Maybe we should try the Morpheus. Let's try the Morpheus. I'm going to go shorter cable. I don't use the Morpheus enough, because it's a little bit arcane at times. Entirely my... It's not my fault that it's arcane, it's my fault that I haven't gotten off my ass and actually put the work in. Thing is, it's big. It's got like 300 different filters in it, so I would sit here for hours just listening to arpeggios going through different filter models, and, you know, some days that's perfect, but not very often, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to go octave down. I wasn't an octave down. There it is. Okay, also movement type is going to be random. I'm going to go down another octave here. That's the stuff. So that's the ultra low D. That's a mean sounding note right there. Hey, what's going on? Just making some slow, spacey shit tonight. So hopefully you're down with that shit, man. I'm down with that shit. I'll throw a gate in here. All right, so sequence gate, put it on slow mode. And then we're gonna crank up the attack, decay time, all that happy stuff here. Then we'll run that to short cable, I think. Maybe, possibly. Possibly. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. What's the first thing that's ever gone wrong? Okay, yeah. All attack time is way too slow, or way too... It's a little low. This is a chainsaw into the Morpheus filter. So here's the problem, right? The Morpheus filter is nice, but it never actually cuts off completely. Okay, so I'm going to swap that out. I'm going to use the neutron. And it is a bit of an issue. It's something that I've, had misgivings about that module. There are times where I'm like, holy shit, this thing is cool as hell. And then there are times that I'm like, why did I do this? Plus, this thing has a really nice input gain. Some good overdrive with it. I just want that hug, that warm hug. Thank you. Am I happy that the summer is over? No. No, definitely not. I haven't been having a really good summer. I could go for a couple more weeks or months, but that's just not realistic. Not happy with his envelope still. I might... Can we reach from here? Nope. We can't. Son of a bitch. Okay, there. That guy can reach. Good. I'm going to really try my best to conserve cable length whenever possible in this. Oh, way too slow. Fast. Or both. I don't know what's happening. That's more like it. Okay. Turn the FM down. Yeah, I have a wasp filter on my home rack. It's... I don't know. I don't really like it. I just don't... every time I use it, it just sounds like a wasp filter. It always sounds the same. So yeah, it's a bit of a... I don't know. I think it's a bit of a one-trick pony kind of thing. Now, most people who use it would never agree with that. They love it. It's just never really gelled with me. And you don't have to be quiet at all. Feel free to chat. I am more than happy to talk gear or anything else. Alright. So we got our nice happy bass drone. It's droning along. Bigger reverb. Bigger. Too much delay. That's a pretty good reverb. Quick random tip. If you really want to hear a reverb, it's noise. So if I put this in here, turn up the reverb send, this is going to be kind of loud, possibly. So that gives you a good idea. So if I change the tone and turn the tone down on the reverb, now it's like way muffled compared. I'll crank it all the way up. You get that high, that kind of sizzly thing going on, right? Here it is with more chorus. So, yeah, it's a nifty thing. Decay all the way up. That's Cathedral. If I put it on Niflheim. Well, I think that's our winner. Maybe a little less decay. Because that's a bit crazy. And Reverb behaves for bass a little bit differently, too. You know, either these specifically, but a lot of reverbs tend to be cut off after a certain, you know, low note. There's a frequency cutoff where they just won't register. Which is a good thing, usually, because that controls things. There we go. We got our bass drum. Let's set up another voice. Little marbles, maybe, huh? Marbles, marbles. Hey, you putting out a gate? What are you doing? Oh. Okay, so X goes here. Channel 1. Your quantizer. T1 goes in quadrax. We'll do a little plucky voice here. Bell kind of thing, maybe. Let's use I'm gonna use Platts. Of course, the one oscillator that I didn't tune. I'm gonna get the FM pair Platts going. I could just actually hook this directly. It's probably the best idea. So, trigger. So this is the thing that will send some modulations here from the stochastic function generator on like slow. These are pretty slow settings. So into places like timbre. Come on. To like radically change the sound of it, basically. And then same with the So yeah, this thing is just gonna kind of hang out. Nope. There, and then we just slow the rate down. Just kind of let that guy hang. A lot of feedback. Voices. See, I don't like that. I don't like that. Shit, which one does it? Harmonics? Oh, it's the Harmonics. So you can set octaves with like a hidden function on here. Now it won't play. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna filter it though. So it's a mono channel. We can go into the red filter. It's a fine filter. It's a fine filter. Ah, yes indeedy. I don't want to go back to school. Don't make me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just to take a little edge off, basically. Let's do the 12 dB. Okay. All right. Next voice. We have many options. We'll say for this kind of stuff, melodizer, Not the best choice. Not doing good things. It's not vibing. Give it a weird clock, or can't really affect probability as well. Probably could. I could probably modulate like the rest setting, so it could be like resting all the time, except like occasionally throw it like a voltage or something. No, options. Definitely there. Let's try it. Instead of talking about it, let's like actually try it. Oh man. Oh man. How do we get negative voltages? This is a thing in my system. I actually don't have tenuverbs. Damn. I don't know. I don't even think I have a means. No, I do. I have that comparator. So that should work. You can test it. Here, let's just go like, okay. Channel 1. Just give you a quarter note sine wave out. Okay. And so then if we do like the scope, if we put the scope in here, we just scope channel 1. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Buddy. Timing. Oh, it's not getting clocked. That's why. I'm like, it's not working. What the heck is going on? There. Okay, so there's our nice, happy LFO. Now, if I put it through this, what happens? If I do the negative rectified output, that shit, it's only negative. Win! So I do have the right stuff for it. It's a good thing. So if we did a sloths to our comparator, we put that into CVN2, then I got to go into the menu here, make sure that that's turned to rest. And then 1 can be transpose sequence. Yeah, try that. See what happens. All right, turn the rest all the way up. And then give this the same kind of treatment. Cable. In fact, I kind of hate that cable. Who's our oscillator? But just a good old sawtooth. Cannot go wrong. A nice happy sawtooth going into Mankato filter. That nice giant sound. That smooth sound. So that guy's there. Some sort of attack on that. Otherwise it's too damn slow. And then 2 output cables. 1 from the oscillator into the filter. Okay. And then 1 from the filter. Yonder mixer. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. Now what? You gonna play? You gonna do a thing? What you gonna do? Right now, it's not going to play because it's probably resting. This is kind of the problem. Oh, this is another thing that I should probably check. The scope. As long as I got it ready, it's up, doing its thing. Is there a thing with... Yeah, there is. Or is there? It's like, is it doing anything? Don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. It's probably not. It's probably in, like, positive voltage range right now, which means it's not putting... No, it should. It should rectify that. So, is there something to do with the actual comparator threshold setting on this thing? I don't think so. I think there is. This guy, is this better? That's better. So that's just giving a negative voltage. Alright, now if I put this in the fast one, see. Yep. So we get a smoothly sloping negative voltage going through here. So really then what I want... No, that should be it. That should be enough. Let's just try it with the faster one here and see what happens. We're going to play? Is it gonna... Okay, so now we have to wait for it to play. Oh, also we have to hook this up, otherwise it won't play at all. Smart. Thank you. Thank you for those notes. What are you doing? Okay, wait a minute. What? What? Oh, it's the transposition. That's what's doing that. Son of a... Okay, now the question is, where is the balance that will let this actually play? And that's going to mean, like, yeah, see, like that, just like... Just occasionally letting some of the notes through, depending on what's happening here. So I think the theory is that anytime this light right here is bright green or bright red, you should see some notes sneaking. Right now it's not doing it though. So it's like literally a matter of like okay, Marble's voice number 2. And this thing is playing way too often. But it's supposed to right now. What if I put it in the fast one? It didn't seem like it did anything. Okay, the other thing we need to throw into this thing is a redice gate. And probably the best place to grab that is from one of the stochastic function envelopes. It's just got a gate out anytime the envelope triggers. And so we can bring that into... Okay, 1, 2, 3... So yeah, now it'll re-dice, so it'll remix up the notes in the sequence every time that envelope triggers. Okay. In the meantime, let's get us some Marby Bowls. More Marby Bowls going. I think maybe just a straight up arpeggio going for channel 2 here. So like 3-octave range, random. I can't read it. Oh god, that's loud. Loud? Close enough. Oh. Bottom one's random. Hey, it's playing. Okay, and then this goes up to that guy. Just playing an F and an E over and over again. Okay. Guess that's what we're doing. Stop. Just stop it. Stop it. But he likes it. Thank you. Dumb bastard. You dumb bastard. It's a sailboat. Schooner is a sailboat, doo-doo head. Whoa, that was extreme. Well, like a little zink voice. Those are fun. I'm waiting for it to just be stupendously loud. Yeah, like that. Zink voice. Thanks for joining me. I am slowly building this patch. Send another signal to the melodizer here, and it's going to be a son of a bitch. It's going to be a cable that's too short. That's what it's going to be. So this thing does have 4 CV ins. 2 of them are gates, and 2 of them are just, you know, variable CV. So I'm going to put this on a really slow random. And I'm not sure what level of gate this thing will take. So it'll be fun to find out. Because then that will mute the sequencer completely. Looks like that's enough. Whatever it's given out right there on its random. I'm assuming it's 0 to 10 volts. Switch it to bipolar, so it's +5 to -5. But it is going every 8 beats at 50 beats. 7, 8. A new random value. If it's high enough, it should meet the sequencer. If it's low enough, it won't. So... Where's my little Zeke voice? What's going on there? It's just marbles is not marbling. Bro, there it is. Turing machine, we can use that. Slower attack. Just zip. Let's find another voice. Where do we get said voice? I don't know. Don't ask me. You know what we need to do? Here, let's try something. Let's do a meta voice though. Alright, first of all that stuff gets a break for a second. Okay. So what I want to do is, I think just run out of the Turing machine into... Let's actually bump up the clock speed. Alright, there, 110 BPM. So then just like... Let's see here. There's a pretty consistent gate going on. Oh, that would be the easy thing to do. Forget the Turing machine. Let's just run straight out of a clock source into channel 3 of the Bard Quartet as an arpeggiator. Okay? So then it's just doing the thing. The arpeggiator menu, I would like it on random. 3-octave range. There. So it's just popping all over the place. It's freaking out. And of course that cable won't reach because fuck my life. Yes. Let's see here. We need a stereo output pair. We're going to go through a filter. We might as well just hook up the filter and the output and all that stuff now. And then we'll just use a giant long cable to hook audio to the R-bar. So I want to take a fast sequence, sample it into the R-bar, and then just do like a slow pan, just a shimmery, slow filter pan kind of thing. Let's see here. All we need now is one very long output cable going to, I don't know. I don't know where it should go. Ensemble oscillator? I mean, I guess we could do that. That'd be okay. All right. What do we got here now? What's going on here? What's happening? That's accurate. And we just have to record. And then the magic happens. And then I'm going to take some, a faster sloths channel and throw it into the playhead so it pans back and forth. There we go. Okay. Now, this thing has an internal reverb that's like kind of glorious. So I'm going to run a cable to the little tiny fader module here. And now we should like... There we go. .12 dB filter, probably better for this. And that's just friggin' gorgeous. It's bloomin' lovely. Okay. So I'm gonna throw a channel of the sloths, of course, because sloths, into an attenuator, and then we're throwing that into the main cutoff output, or CV in this thing here. So right now it's probably on the low side. So if we kind of do this. And then it should just slowly swell. Oh yeah, lock. Way too fast. 2. Slow. Quarter note, random, smooth, bipolar. So just a wandering LFO cruising along. And we're going to throw that into the CV inputs of sloths. Because more random is more better. Same thing here. So 3, slow, quarter note, random, smooth, bipolar. We got some probability from the melodizer happening. That was it. That's all you get. Goodbye. Makes me very happy that I figured out a use for the rectifier comparator circuit thing. And that's a good thing. I wonder. Can I ping the low pass gate and make a sound with it? I have a feeling it's not going to work as well as I'd like. No, because it doesn't have a variable resonance amount, so that is not going to work. We could try pinging the carry filter. Oh god, I can't even get at it. Oh lordy. Especially since it has a built-in VCA. This could be extraordinarily raucous and horrible, so in advance, a warning. That's not what I expected, but okay. Now, what if I pull that out completely? Okay, so instead, we put X2 into the whatchamajig. Into the 1 volt per octave in. So now it just hangs and flops all over. And then we put T2 into the mod in. Okay, let's instead put T2 into an envelope, a really, really, really short envelope. It's gonna work better. Maybe throw some noise into the input. Might help things out a little bit. This we really don't need at all. That's more what I'm looking for. I had a wild thought here. What if, instead of all that, I wonder if the kick-all can be tuned up that high. Oh, I don't think it can. I don't think it can. I think I've tried this before. Might be worth trying again. Who's got my output? You're my output. It should still work as a trigger, yeah. There it is. Loud. Better idea. Let's trigger this with a... Throw some logic in here. So that out is going to go in here. That's going to go in here. And then this will only trigger when both sloths is high and marbles is triggering it. And then putting this on a there. That should give me a burst like dun 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 dun. In theory. To do those, duplicate that, put side of one of the dupes into the volume so that it kind of does both. Otherwise it's going to be annoying. with that, I'm going to bid you good evening. And thanks for joining me on this wonderful journey into space. I feel like actually this should be like an unattended modular patch at some point. But then I sit down and I pull all my patch cables out. It disappears. So, yep. Such is life. But thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I start school schedule, so I don't know if I'm going to stream Sunday night or not. I'm guessing no. Depends on my motivation. If I do it from, maybe I'll do it from. So, unfortunately, the Eurorack era has come to a slight close for a little bit, at least going hard. But I'm going to keep streaming from home and do a lot of stuff with DAW production and things and the system at home. And I'll be back here, especially like Friday nights. That'll probably be prime time. Anyways, see you. Have a good